Alrighty, we're here today with Professor Holly Pay, and she's going to be talking to us about how she uses Facebook groups to maintain contact with alumni from the School of Education.
Okay, well first let me give you a little background. I consider myself quite a Luddite. In fact, I still have boxes of chalk, but there are no more chalkboards, so the boxes of chalk rest in my drawer. I have a picnic every year for the graduates from the LD program. The program started in 2000, so the first year of graduates were in 2002. And so every year, beginning with the first class from 2002 to current, I invite you to the picnic because one of my tenets is you have to have a buddy. I think it's really important to stay as a family and be connected. And on the professional level, all my folks are employed as teachers and to be able to see each other. Anyways, why am I rambling on about this? I was trying to locate some of my my students who graduated earlier. And two of my students came in, it's like, oh, Dr. Pay, you've got to get on Facebook. And of course they had to walk me through how to even get on Facebook to find it and help me do the password and so forth. Anyways, I now, about fourth year into it, have established a Facebook, and it's only graduates from our program or current students. But what they have all in common is that they came here to seek a degree in learning disabilities. And the neat thing, it's taken on a life of its own, and that my students, I'm rather passive in the whole Facebook part, but my students communicating with each other. So what I like is that they're carrying out my tenet that you have to have a buddy, and we have to support each other. We're all in this trying to figure out how to do best in public schools and to be supportive of our professional growth and our, socially and emotionally and so forth. A neat story is that through Facebook, a student, so two different graduates, two different times, two different graduation years, they discovered each other through my Facebook, that they both were in the same program, and they knew each other back from elementary school and had never seen each other or knew of each other, and then contacted, got hooked up through the Facebook, like, are you so-and-so? Are you Cindy Jennings? Were you in Miss Smith's second grade class? I knew you. And so that was rather energizing for me. So.
Very cool.
In starting out and saying that I'm such a Luddite, that I realized, if you can't beat them, you got to join them. And so, using a phone book anymore to find someone is not the way to locate people. So not only has it helped me locate, my graduates, but also that it has turned into a life of its own, keeping them all in contact and so communicating with each other.
Keeping a community going beyond their graduation then.
Yes, yes.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So beyond just the tool itself, there's the opportunity for some connections to be made that wouldn't have happened if you weren't using this tool, and folks to find each other.
Correct, and I think because it started as a social instrument and remains as such, but I noticed that they're also talking about what they're doing in their classroom. I'm just thinking, if I set up a center where you could locate resources for your classroom, I'm thinking that it would be less visited, because it just sounds kind of cold and steely, but just naturally people just talking to each other that, hey, well, I'm working on that also, or did you check out this website, or I have this situation, and then also for confidentiality, they'll say, contact me, or
yeah,
sure. So that's what I like.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for sharing that with us today, and if anyone would like to be in touch with you about how to do a similar group, maybe they could just give you a call in the School of Ed.
That'd be great.
Thank you.